So here we are on one of the Gulf Islands. This is my friend Bill's boat. It's an IS25 built by independent shipwrights on Vancouver Island, Coombs, British Columbia. Bill's had this boat since Christmas 2014. 25-foot diesel trawler with a Yanmar 4JH4E inboard diesel engine. The name of the boat is Torfins 2. Bill's having a really nice time with his boat. He's done a lot of work on it so far. He's got put a Lumar anchor windlass on it, and it's got a nice Bruce anchor with a nice new stainless steel bow roller. Hull's in nice shape. Gel coat's a little bit faded, but I'm sure he'll spruce that up in a while. There's the cabin top. He's put a nice new Dickinson diesel stove in it. There's the 4-inch stovepipe that he's nicely put on there with a nice wooden disc going through the cabin top to level the stovepipe off. We'll walk around here and show you the aft cockpit. Here's the aft cockpit of the boat. It's got a steering station in the aft cockpit, which is really nice for when you're docking the boat or if you like fishing. And here's the swim grid of the boat. Bill's just made up these nice white chocks to hold his Livingston style dinghy on the swim grid. It's a 7.5-foot dinghy that he's got, so that'll work nicely for him. And there's the sliding rear door through the rear bulkhead. So I'm just going to turn the camera off and we'll give you a look inside. So here I am going to walk into Bill's boat through the open rear companionway door into the galley and seating area on the boat. So just looking forward towards the helm station. And here in Bill's boat's a little different than mine because across from the galley he's got this nice settee bench that goes the full length on the port side of his rear cabin area. Got the nice windows, he put in some blinds. So here's Bill's galley area in his boat. This is all new. The spot where the Dickinson diesel stove is, the Bristol stove, and the cabinet forward of that used to be also another bunk that tucked up underneath. There's a storage area in the forward wheelhouse section, so the bunk used to tuck up under there. So Bill really liked the diesel stove in my boat, so he put one in his boat, which is right here. And it used to have a propane stove right here, or pardon me, a propane cooktop, and it had a little crappy icebox which was falling apart, and Bill bought this beautiful little fridge to put in, so all this stuff is kept nice and cold. Made this nice cabinet for his dishes and his paper towels, and the blinds, of course. I'll show you what the table looks like. In his seating area across from, this is a table that folds down across from the seat in the galley, which is really nice and practical. It used to be quite a bit bigger and more awkward, and Bill made it smaller and nice. It folds up out of the way, and it's got a really large area for walking around in the galley, which is nice because so many boats you walk around and you can't get two people walking side by side or they fall over each other. So I'm going to give you a view of the wheelhouse in a second. So right now I'm standing in the forward V-berth section of the boat. I'll show you that while I'm here. It's a little awkward for filming, but that's behind the helm position. There's a door that slides open and all the wiring's in there. It's very tidy. There's the V-berth section here. So that's Bill's nice upholstery in his V-berth. It's got a heater, a engine red dot heater powered by the engine hot water, which gives off a lot of heat, and there's a panel that fits. This panel here fits into the V-berth section to make a really large, comfortable V-berth. So that's looking forward. The anchor locker's forward there. Nice hatch. And this is looking out the wheelhouse windows. That's the center window looking forward. Window on the port side. Bill's boat's different than mine in another respect, that his steering is on the starboard side of the boat, which is a traditional side for steering in a boat. So he's got this nice sliding teak door. The window behind the after the teak door. Nice comfortable seats with large storage boxes that sit underneath the seats. A very practical use of space. There we go, and looking out the windows on the aft side of the wheelhouse again. Full visibility through the wheelhouse, great for docking and maneuvering. And on the starboard side of the wheelhouse is another helm seat. This is actually for the helm. And here's the helm position. So I'll back up a little bit, try not to move the video camera too much. So that's his helm position. Very nicely laid out. Nice gauges, electrical panels all nicely labeled and laid out. And the last thing I want to show you is the engine. So I'll turn off the video camera and I'll be ready in a minute with that. Okay, here's the engine in Bill's boat. It's a newer engine than my boat. It's quite new actually. It's only a couple years old. It's a Yanmar 4JH4E diesel engine. My boat has a 4JHE, so his is the fourth generation of the same engine that my boat has. His is 50 horsepower. 50 horsepower. Mine's 44. Bill's very lucky to have such a nice new engine in his boat. If you look closely, you can see the drool on his engine where I was drooling at it, looking at his beautiful new engine. Although mine's still good, but it's not this good. So I don't know what to do about that, but we'll figure something out.